Yo YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today's video, I want to be focusing on a very important topic. It's going to be how to win when your team isn't slaying. So this has many factors to it, and this game I'm going to try to break down maybe the steps and processes you guys can take to ensure you get the victory, even if your teammates aren't quite up to the mark. So yeah, we're going through basically a crimson lobby here, so a very intense lobby, and we're going to see what we can work with. We start by stunning ourselves, always a good ritual to have at the start of the game. Going to go through, chuck a nade over. Now this P1, we actually spawn on the good side. On this map, you can actually get a lot of time on the good side, and you can also chain it to P2. So what you want to do is try to hold on to that side. And yeah, we've already started off on the back foot because we've actually ended up losing the spawns. So exactly what I'm talking about, we ended up not doing. So the first thing you want to do is make sure to kind of guarantee those spawns, because when you have spawns, what happens is you spawn essentially closer to the hill, and it makes it so much easier for you guys to get back into the action. Now you can see I'm trying to go around, I'm trying to finesse, and what I'm trying to do is just get a bit more map control, because you know they're kind of all over the place here, pushing through. This is a great shot from my opponent. So you can see right there, that's what happens when sometimes you play over aggressive and you miss your shots. They're able to camera you and basically just fry me. So my teammates are at the back of the new hard point, so we're trying to pinch them right now. Now while the game's this close, you kind of don't, I'm not really caring about spawns in this exact moment. I'm really just going for the pinch. We go through, we get one, we spot the second guy in the hill, we're going to push through again. And what I actually did right there, which I think was a good play, was as soon as I got the initial kill, I went towards mid-map, I looked at the area on the mini-map, and I realized that middle map was kind of clear. We push through, but we get taken down. Again, same thing here, we're pushing through, make this guy one shot, jump around the corner, and we're able to take him out. This is where you need to use the mini-map, okay? So I'm looking at the mini-map with 20 seconds left. I'm going to make sure I'm rotating. Now, while my teammates go through the right, I'm just thinking, where can my opponents be spawning? I'm guessing they're going to spawn back P2, just based on the information we have. So I'm right, if I can sit in this really random spot, I'll be able to get at least one of them on the rotation, which is exactly what happens. We go through, we get one, and if my centering was slightly better, then we probably would have got the second. So I'll just check in, making sure my aim assist was on, because that was some really weird shots there. But we go through, we get one, and again, using your mini-map awareness, I know, right, that guy killed me about 10 seconds ago. He's probably going to spawn on the right. So we go through, we get a massive two-piece. Now straight away, I'm going to back off. Again, this is all about your mini-map awareness, okay? That's the main thing you want to focus on. So I knew that somebody was going to be at the back just because of how spawns work in this game, especially on this hill. What happens is if you push out, you actually end up spawning at the back. So I knew they were going to spawn at the back. I went through, it was just unfortunately a bit too late. So we essentially gave them spawns for free, but it's okay, we can work with it. So this is where you want to make sure you're slaying effectively. So I'm going to go to the top here, and you can see I'm not getting on the hill, but one thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep them off the hill, and that's kind of the main focus for me, is not to worry about the hill, but it's to keep them off the hill and basically guarantee the rotation. So now you can see my teammates getting the scrap time, and once again we're on the rotation. So I feel like if we're playing like a chess match, I feel like we're constantly at one piece ahead right now. Like we're always kind of rotating, always outmaneuvering our opponents. We go through, make this guy one shot, gonna back off. Now as long as I can play my life here, we're in a really good position, because what happens is as the opponents spawn up, they're probably not going to spawn next to me. So hopefully I can get my teammates some spawns here. We back off, we're going to get, you know, hit by the grenade. Just going to go through and see if we can get anybody here. We spot the guy in the distance, go around the corner, we spot a guy at the top, we take him out, and you can see what's happening, right? Without me doing too much, my teammate comes with me here. I'm not sure if he spawned there, I didn't realize, but my teammate's with me here, and we're able to get a two-piece, and we're literally just able to finesse around. Now unfortunately my opponent did kill me, and that is a subscriber, by the way. Shout out to him. So I will end up matching him on this match, so yeah, shout out to him. He's in my Discord server as well. But yeah, we go through, and basically again we're just trying to control the map, control the spawns, and make sure that we have everything to our advantage. But with 25 seconds left here, what you don't want to do is you don't want to overextend, and you don't want to give them spawns for the next hard point. So one thing you don't want to do now is basically push for the old hard point and get the old spawns, because what happens is you essentially flip. Wait, there you go. This is exactly what you don't want to do. So my teammates push the old hard point, which is what you're seeing now, and this is a terrible scenario for us, because not only are we only getting 10 seconds of scrap time, which we're not even getting right now, we've lost the spawns. So I'm thinking, right, my teammates clearly don't understand spawns, so I'm going to be spending the rest of the time really focusing on that aspect of the game and really trying to work it so that we can kind of get the victory. Going through, I actually turn around, absolutely fry that guy. So based off of an initial poor position, we were able to fry him, and then with some really good centering, we're actually able to take out the second guy as well. So right there with just some really good centering, and it's just sometimes like just kind of raw gun skill is going to get you a few more kills a match. That's going to help you out. We go through, I saw that guy's diamond, so we were able to pre-fire him, and now we're in a great spot. So my teammates are kind of watching around me. I'm going through, I'm watching the front. We're going to chuck a stun over, jump on over, and yeah, I got quite unfortunate there with a nade getting hit on me, and we get taken out. But the thing that's good there is I spotted 2 enemies on the left, so I kind of pinged that to my teammates. Now they have kind of responsibilities to take over, and so far you can see what's happened. We actually had a really good break back into the hill. But what do we do now? Because the game's basically even, 10 seconds left. Like, what do we do in the rotation? Let's kind of play this out and see what happens there. We jump across, we get another kill, turn around, and with 6 seconds left, there's a couple of options. So I know they're going to be spawning kind of behind me here, and this is the most important thing I want to talk about, is just understanding the spawning system and really trying to use it to your advantage. So the easiest way I can say to understand the spawns is to constantly look at the minimap and just really think, right, depending on where my teammates are, where can my opponents be spawning? And before we break the spawns even further, look at that 3-piece right there. I think it was a really good play, playing patient. And now this is where I'll look at the minimap, right? And I'm like, okay, my teammates are behind me. I feel like one of them spawned there. So realistically, it looks like my opponents are going to spawn around the P2 area. Now, when it's a 4-down situation, you don't really know where they're going to spawn because they can get a split spawn. So you kind of just got to play the area and just wait for something to happen. So right there, I feel like we kind of got, we overcomplicated it slightly. As soon as we got 4 down, we were in a pretty bad situation, which makes no sense, but yeah, that's how it kind of worked out. We got 4 down, then we weren't really sure where to go. But in this moment, I'm going to pre-fire the guy in the little dome area. Again, that's a subscriber, some really good shots with his assault rifle, and right there was just, he had the better gun for the gunfight. But now I've spawned on the other side. Okay, so I've got to remember, right, the hill's red, so somebody's going to be on the hill. So this is where you've got to really use your mechanics to your advantage. So although I died there, I want you to notice one thing. When I run out, I didn't run out into the open. I basically pre-aimed and pre-fired the kind of hill because I knew that's exactly where it was going to be. I believe we die here. Oh no, we get some good shots. Okay, so we get the first shot off. We're going to chuck a stun over. We're going to nade the top. Again, looking at the mini-map, right, where can the opponents come from? Well, they're most likely going to come from my right-hand side. So we're going to go through, and you can see we're going to watch the crosshair, and my main sense of danger is on my right. So I'm going to go through, make sure I don't get killed, and I'm going to push the right-hand side. So you can see the exact kind of thought process going through my mind here. We jump around the corner, and we absolutely fry that guy. So that was kind of just pushing him with an element of surprise, really hoping that he wasn't going to expect me there. And to be fair, it worked out really well. We go through the right. Now, again, look at the minimap, think, right, where are they logically going to be? Well, they're logically going to be on the next hard point, okay? Because my teammates are behind me, so just with logic, they're going to be in front of me. So that's exactly what I do. I look at the minimap and I think, right, where can they be? So this is how you can kind of win when your team's getting outslayed. It's just by being a step ahead of your opponents and basically setting up in the hard point without them even being there. So we go through, really good use of the drop shot mechanic there, just to get that kill when I probably shouldn't have. And now my teammate's pinching. I'm on top of the hill. We're going to go through. We're going to wait for this guy. I see him there. As soon as I spot him, I push through, take him out. And again, we were able to get the scrap time, and we were also able to get the rotation. So just by me kind of outslaying them slightly, out-rotating them, I'm actually able to make a massive impact, even though I'm technically the only one getting kills on my team. Now, my team aren't doing a bad job, but they're kind of more focused on the hill and the scrap time, and I'm more focused on the slaying aspect. So we're going to go through. Now, this is kind of risky because my teammate just died. So as soon as I realized they died, I tried to back off. We get one going through. There's just going to be so many players around me in this moment where I'm most likely going to die anyways, but the fact that I got 2 taken down with me, I think there's a really good job there. So if you can kind of get some kills there without dying, that's really going to add up. So as you can see, I looked at the scoreboard, and I got a teammate on 9 kills, but we're somehow winning the game. So it just goes to show that sometimes kills isn't everything. It's about your positioning and how important your kills really are. And I feel like right now we're doing such a good job of kind of out-rotating and just making sure we're in control of the match. So we're going to go through here, see what we can do as we go through the right-hand side. My teammate's in front of me. We spot this one guy. We're going to go through and just see what we can do here. We're going to see what we can work with. So chuck a stun in that little building. And we're like, right, now what we want to do is probably just push through. We can see a guy on top. And again, it's just about breaking this this setup right now. Not the proudest nade of my life. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That wasn't the proudest Semtex I've ever thrown. But we're gonna go through with 40 seconds left here. We need to see if we can break the hill. Now, this is incredibly important, okay? I know my teammates are quite prone to over-aggressive play. I know they're probably going to push the spawns. So what I'm trying to do is just be really careful here, really cautious that we're not overextending, and we're going to... And there you go. Look what this guy's doing. He's going to give us the bad spawns again. So now I'm like, right, I don't want to be in that situation. So I'm going to watch the middle, and I'm just going to back off straight away. So this is the difference right here. What you're witnessing right now is basically counteracting your opponent's, so your teammates' bad play. So if you guys want to win and your teammates aren't slaying, that's what you need to do. We get extremely lucky here with the spawn. Now, I think if we lost that spawn, we might have even lost the game. So I don't know why we spawned there. We got extremely lucky, but it's about making it count. So you're going to see we're going to back off, and we're really going to try to make sure we hold this lane here. We push through, we get taken out, but my teammates with me to hopefully get the trade. That's a good shot from my opponent, man. I taught him well. That's a subscriber, as I said a lot of the time. I've taught him well. There you go, good touch from him. We're going to go through, chuck a stun to the front, and now we're actually in a good spot because although we kind of like had a shaky hard point there, we're actually able to get spawns and get the control of the hill. And this is where the time can just really clock up towards you. So we're going to sit here and we're literally just going to wait for the opponents to push us, and we're just in a really good spot here. So you can see the guy takes me out on the right hand side. I don't know how he saw me without my teammate seeing him, but that's fine because again, every single second is going towards us, and now we can start to make a play to the rotation. So I spot this guy there, and honestly the last minute of my gameplay was just absolutely chalked, man, just all over the place in the last minute. But my teammate's doing a great job on the rotation there. We're able to push through, and just like that we're able to have a massive lead on the opponent. Now don't get me wrong, you know, my teammates started to slay towards the end, but I feel like for the majority of their games they were getting kind of outslayed, and it really goes to show that how rotations can definitely win you games even when you're getting outslayed. Now this is actually true even in the CDL, right? Because if you think about it, if you're not rotating and you don't have spawns, it might take you more kills to kind of get into a scenario where you're going to win. Where if you actually have spawns, right, technically you only need to get like 1 or 2 wave of kills. So that's kind of the main principle behind why sometimes you can win while getting outslayed. So you can lose while getting outslayed. Wait, is that even English? No, you can win the game while getting outslayed. That's better, yeah. So yeah, that's why sometimes slaying isn't as important as people think. It's more about map control, rotations, and slaying effectively. Now, don't get me wrong, if you guys can get as many kills as you can on the map, it's definitely an advantage. We go through, we take this guy out from the headshot, and you can see right here again, even though it's 25 seconds on that hill, I'm really going to push through and just prioritize the spawns, because for me, I feel like I could potentially win on this one hard point, but I'm more likely to win on the next hard point. Now, looking back, there was enough time there for me to potentially win, but I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to back off and let the opponents push me, and hopefully we can win on the next hard point. So I'm just going to watch this front crosshair, because this is probably the #1 danger zone. I need my teammate to watch middle here, and I'm going to be the first line of basic defense here. So we go through, we take out one. I've only got 3 bullets to work with. We're going to use a precision just as an extra layer of defense. Go through, we get another kill, stay in this building, and just like that, we're able to go through, get another kill, or almost, we're almost able to get another kill. 249 to 182. In my head, the game's over. We're on 35 kills, and we're good to go. Well, I thought the game was over, but F8 gets a massive 2-piece, and just like that, they're actually able to kind of come back here. So I thought the game was over during the match as well. That's why I kind of said it now, and kind of went through my thought process. Now, you should never, ever kind of assume the game is over, but to be honest, I always do, especially when it's 249. I just thought, oh, my teammate's going to win it there. But right now, what you want to do is 1,000,000% do not overcommit to this. I know it's kind of very tempting to you, and you see we kind of do it now, but right now you don't want to overcommit. And this is a great play. So my teammate dies, and this is where I play patient, and I'm like, right, let me go through, make a great play. We get one, we turn around, we get the second. I'm going to go prone into the water. My teammate gets into the hill, and we're able to win the game. Now, if you look at the overall kills, right, it was pretty even, but we were able to win by, I mean, I think it was pretty convincing, considering they had 3 crimsons as well. I feel like we played that really well. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video, learn a thing or two. If you did learn something, please drop a like. And also, if you're not in our Discord server, make sure to join our community server. The link will be in the description. Completely free server where we just have a community. So see you guys there. Peace.